Okay, I think it's working now. I think we figured it out. I I put on the starting soon. I got everything going, and then the second I actually moved over to the camera, then it was like, nope, this is not working. And so sorry about that. Hello, we're here for real now. We're about to start some Blood on the Clock Tower. Very exciting stuff. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with, some of the best players in BOTC unable to be here because they are currently starving in Fiji. Crazy. Crazy work. Oh my god, my computer is so trash today. I have to verify that I'm human. I'm logging in. Hello.
Hello. Also, I can hear you, which is a great sign. I couldn't hear anyone else beforehand.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I can also hear you, so this is great news. Nice to meet you.
Huge. Nice to meet you too.
Yes. My name is
Hey, what about
Kirsten.
now?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your introduction, Kirsten.
No, it's fine. Yeah, my name is Kirsten. I know it doesn't show properly because I am so technologically.
Q said.
It's K10. K10 said what?
Ah.
But I had to make a new account because it would not send me anything to log in again on my original account. It just wouldn't send me a code. They didn't want me to be great.
Hello, hello.
I'm so curious.
Wow, Caroline, you can't tell?
I mean, for a moment I was like, oh, Genevieve's joining us. And then I was like,
Like, wait a
Genevieve's
second.
Genevieve's a little busy right now. How do I turn my camera on?
There should be top right, a little camera icon that's probably crossed out.
I see a microphone icon and a speaker icon, but no camera icon.
You might need to run the setup. Hit Q and then the chat tab at the bottom, then the purple button that says run the setup.
Give me that walkthrough one more time.
Q, then the chat tab, then the purple run the setup button.
Run.
What do you think Asia's doing?
The same thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why my camera was working and now it's not.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Your audio is spectacular.
Awesome.
Also, my chat's telling me, Kirsten, that you can change your name if you click on the Wi-Fi signal symbol.
Oh, ho, ho! What? Wait, how do I... It won't...
Click the Wi-Fi symbol and click your name, is what it says.
Oh my god. Saved. Thank you to Terrence's chat. And screw you to my chat, who I'm sure also knows how this works and did not do it.
There we go. How we doing, folks?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. You guys can see me? You guys can hear me?
Yes.
That's right.
Looking good, sounding good.
Thank you.
Dude, rough year for the O's, Gabe.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about it,
It's
man.
brutal. I've been following very closely, and it's so depressing.
It fucking sucks, dude. The worst part is that, like, if we were like the White Sox or the Rockies, like, we were supposed to be bad.
Right.
We were supposed to be competing for a World Series, and we're like the worst team in the league.
It's awful.
It's unbearable.
Almost like not signing any pitchers did that to us.
I know. You would think, who would have thought that 42-year-old Charlie Morton was going to be a bad idea, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys, am I the
please.
only one? Did Dwight send 2 links to everyone? Or was it
I
just
got
me?
one.
He sent one and then he said, wrong link, and then he sent me another one.
I
the
only
only
got
difference-
one.
The only difference was that 2 numbers were changed, which then made me go, is he writing out these links manually? What is happening?
He's running 2 games simultaneously, and then when we get cut down the field, we'll merge.
He's
man.
making his own homebrew.
Yeah.
Caroline, how you doing? How's work? Has it calmed down at all?
My project ended. I'm so happy.
Let's
Which is the reason why I've been able to play this again. So
Let's
we'll
go.
take it.
That's awesome. Do you feel
Best
like the
day of
weight of
every
1,000
consultant's
years
life.
is off your shoulder?
Yes. Terror of what project I'll be put on next after all this, but like
Yeah.
I'm literally like coming back to life. I've
I
had like a few days to like rest and recover, so
That makes me so happy.
Mm-hmm. Feels good.
Well, I don't know what the next project's like, but I have some 47 folks coming to Baltimore at the end of June if you want to come.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
End
We're
of
just doing a little
June.
weekend. June 26th is the Thursday that Sam's getting here, and I think Saul, and then I think they're heading out that Sunday, so the 29th.
I think I'm in Vegas that weekend.
No worries.
Oh, well, thank you for the invite. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of
We
course.
see you now, Asia.
Asia, likewise. If you're around last weekend of June, some 47 folks are coming to Baltimore. You're more than welcome.
Oh, I have Beyonce.
Oh, in Houston?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's going to be
Good
crazy.
reason. Yes.
Yeah, right. Oh, I have Beyonce. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, we're hanging out.
No, it's fine.
No, that's a busy weekend. So it's the last weekend of
June, yeah.
It's a busy weekend because I actually have a bachelorette party that I'm leaving early so that I can go to the concert.
Wow.
The bride understands.
I hope she. How could she
It's
not?
listen,
Like-
she could get married again. We don't know when Beyonce's coming back.
Yeah, right. In Houston, in H-Town. Come on.
Right.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello.
Story master.
Oh my god. Mo, can you hear us and see us fine?
She might need to run the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can. I'm just getting set up over here.
Okay, cool.
Mo came to gaslight me specifically once again. Can't wait.
Oh God, it's bad if I'm gaslighting you playing as an outsider.
Oh no.
Wait, Dwight, do you think we're gonna start in like the next 5 minutes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
As soon as like everything's working. Someone said, "Is this a 47 reunion?" Yes,
Yeah.
I've gathered all of season
Be the
47.
host.
And funny enough, there was someone else in 47 who was gonna join but couldn't make it today. So we're
man.
I think I know who.
Call them
Or sorry,
out.
no,
Name
2
names.
people from 47 who were both not free.
Ooh,
No.
so I think one of them was Sam, and he is on Mama J's houseboat right now.
Yep,
Is my guess. I know
Oh.
he's on the houseboat, but who was the
Oh.
other person?
someone who hasn't played on stream before. I'm not gonna say the name because chat will be surprised when they join up. Hopefully next week.
Wow.
Well, you should text us the name so that we know.
Doesn't figure it out.
I bet to say yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pass out rolls to you guys. Who has not played before? Gabe, you've never played, right?
Yeah. Rookie
watched
debut.
Did you watch the video and everything?
Yes, I did.
Cool, then that's enough. You'll figure it out. You're
I
smart.
think I kind of got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just trust everyone and tell me all your information. It's super
Gotcha.
easy.
Just
Shout the-
trust the
shout the
first
name on your
person who
token.
talks to you and then just go with that. That's what I do every time. I'm being
Okay.
serious.
Great advice from everybody. Thank you.
I will be the first person to talk to Kirsten.
Uh-oh. Steven's got his breathe right strip on. He means
I
business.
was about
Watch
to say,
out! I've got full airflow.
Yeah, he's got 100% oxygen in his brain.
Hi, Gabe. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. How we doing, brother?
Good.
I hope if I beat you in this, it doesn't jeopardize my potential know-it-all standing for the future.
I've always said that I want you as a co-host.
Well, let's make it happen.
Look at the pre-gaming going on.
This is just blood on the clock tower. Imagine what Mike White's going through with his White Lotus cameos on the
Exactly.
Right, everyone sees a roll, a token of some kind, right?
Yes. I should only see mine,
You
correct?
should only see yours. Yep.
Gotcha.
Perfect. In that case, good night.
Gabe, one thing that came up that not everyone was aware of, if you if you click on someone's token, the light colored circle, you can assign a token based on what you think they are. But if you go towards the guy's face on the inside of someone's token, a little darker circle will pop up.
Yeah.
And you can type in custom notes there.
Ooh, okay.
So that way you don't have to take notes outside the app or whatever.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you and me the only people that can hear us talking, or can everyone?
Everyone can hear us.
Two of you.
No, it's just y'all.
Okay.
Tell me your role.
How do you do that again? What?
It says I'm storyteller. I don't know what that means.
I like the nighttime parts because I don't have to see Taryn walking towards us at a slow pace.
It feels like a predator. It does feel like
it's menacing.
It is very menacing. Taryn can't respond because he's getting his bluffs.
Yeah, naturally. We clocked him, vote him out. We'll re-rock after this one. Kill him day one.
Gabe, do you know roughly how the game is played? I shouldn't be asking.
I watched all of Dwight's videos, and I had Sam Phelan give me a rundown of potential strategy to implement. So, yeah, I don't know how Sam plays normally, but that's a good or a bad thing.
Also, basically, what I did was very bad form, which is asking a direct question to someone at night because it kind of outs whether they're talking to the storyteller.
Yeah, I think this crowd is usually, myself included, pretty bad at talking too much at night.
Yes.
I think we're all just programmed to fill silences like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it feels wrong when the silence goes for too much, and then it's like, okay, well, let's spew some nonsense. Has anyone seen Friendship yet?
I haven't.
Me?
No, but I'd like to.
Yeah.
One of the dumbest things I've ever seen, but I laughed for probably 90 minutes straight, so.
Wow, okay. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. How do I get the chat box to go away? I see text. The text button. There we go.
That makes sense with the etiquette around not talking too much at night.
Hello, everybody. You awake and discover myself, your storyteller, has been brutally murdered. This must be the work of a demon, and you must find who did this. Go talk.
Wow.
Wait, don't take Kirsten. Don't take Kirsten. Hi. Hello.
This is actually just my evil plot to make sure people talk to me. Because when I first
that's
started
pretty
playing,
good.
no one would ever talk to me.
No, it's a good plot. What do you want to do? You want to do like a 3 for 3?
Let me look and see what I can do. I'm so bad at this. Chad, help me with the 3 for 3.
It sounds like a minion who does not yet
No,
have
no.
their info.
I'm not a minion. I'm a good, and I don't have any information yet, but I can get information in the future, so I would prefer not to die during the day.
All right. Can get info. Can't even pick 3, so definitely likely a minion, but claims not to
No.
be a minion.
I'm not a minion. I'm just trying to look at all the roles that don't give info on night 1, because I don't want to be like,
most
oh
of the
yeah,
roles don't give info on night 1. Like empath does, fortune teller does, but most of the other ones don't.
I'm looking at the list and it's like you start knowing.
Oh, so are you an
each
Undertaker?
night.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm not Undertaker, but I'm
Okay.
good. I promise I'm good.
All right, that's very suspicious.
I know, and I promise that I'm
Well, as long as
not
you're
bad.
promising you're good.
Like,
all right.
I don't even know how I can now convince you. Okay.
Let's just mingle. We'll come
No,
back
and then
to
now
this.
my
We'll
chat's
come to
telling
3.
me to give 3 that don't even include
No.
the 3.
Well, you get your bluffs from the demon.
No,
and then
I
we can
don't.
circle
I
back.
don't have any bluffs. I will sit here and talk to you the whole time to prove
No, but I
that
don't
there's
want that.
no
I
bluff.
want to circulate so I can start to solve. I'm gonna go.
Normally, I would just tell you, but I am trying to be better at this game.
Okay. All right. Whatever it is, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. It's actually probably better. I can just stay here, and then he can see. Look, there's no one to give me a bluff. This is probably better. I'm not even gonna request any more chats. If someone requests my chat, I'll talk to them. But I'm just gonna sit here, just to prove.
Hello.
Hi. Steven thinks I'm a minion because I couldn't come up with a 3 for 3 really fast. Because I'm stupid. So
To
then
be fair, I never do 3 for 3 because
I
of that
know.
reason.
I was like, I don't know what to think. And then he's like, okay, you're a minion. You don't have your bluff. So now he's probably going to think you're giving me a bluff, just for the record. Because then after I tried to talk to people and I was like, oh, no one's accepting my call, I'm just going to sit in the main room so he knows no one's giving me one. But yeah, I'm good.
Are you an outsider? Have you heard of any outsiders?
I am not an outsider, and I have not heard of any outsiders because then Fishback didn't give me any 3 rolls and no one else has talked to me.
Okay. So I've talked to a few people now.
Yeah.
I've still heard no outsider claims.
You've not
which
heard any outsiders then. Okay.
to me implies there's probably no Baron, and maybe even the one outsider is just the drunk. but we'll have to see if there's any other
Oh.
claims.
That's good. Do you have information or do you get information?
I do not. I think I have some use, but I do not have information at the moment.
That is how I also am. So what, you Undertaker or what?
Oh man, time's up. See ya.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Number one student here.
Going back.
Hello. There's 8 of you alive. It takes 4 votes to put someone on the block. Feel free to talk. Nominations are open whenever. Do what you want.
Has anybody heard any outsider claims at all? Is anybody an outsider?
It would be useful to come forward if you are, because otherwise we can safely assume that someone is drunk.
Yeah, if there's definitely no outsider, it applies to me, no Baron, and there is a drunk.
I can tell you wholeheartedly I am not an outsider, as confirmed by the 2 people I talked to.
That you know of.
That I know of.
You know how
Hey,
the
drunk.
drunk works, Gabe?
Say it again?
Do you know how the drunk works?
Yeah, you get false information, and it can potentially
or at the
cancel
storyteller's
out
discretion. But
abilities
basically,
you
you believe you are a good role.
have. Yeah.
Has anyone heard of a virgin?
No.
I have not.
Well, sex havers here. Wonderful.
Or at least once.
At least once.
Yeah, minimum one.
Not
Maybe it was a
consistent.
terrible experience.
Yeah.
But not so bad that anyone's a born again. So that's good news.
That's coming in the expansion pack after this.
Anyone have any night 1 information that they want to share?
You've got to have some. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say that I know somebody around me is evil, and that's all that I know.
I wonder what you are. That's tough.
Okay.
We've got to have at least one first night info roll here, right? I know Caroline likes to slow play her first night info.
Only when people are being sus. So far, I trust absolutely everyone, so I would spill it.
If Marianne was
Wow.
here, she'd say, "I'm only telling you if you don't kill me."
It's a
That's
good
kind of a
deal.
good strategy, though.
It's a good deal.
Second call for nominations, then.
Is anybody okay with dying?
Can I just nominate somebody? But it doesn't
Yeah.
count as a vote, right? This is just
Yeah,
a nomination.
yeah.
Really? Yep. Go for it.
I want to nominate Caroline.
All right. Gabe nominates Caroline. Tell us why, Gabe.
I know that one of my neighbors here is evil, and I had a conversation with Owen that I think went very well. I had a conversation with Caroline that I think also went very well, but one of the 3 roles that she threw out was my role, and it was the only piece of suspicious information that I got that I knew for a fact wasn't true. And combining all of that, I feel pretty confident in my nomination. I'm not going to lie. I think for the good of the town, we need to do this.
Caroline, your defense.
As someone who has played the game quite a bit, I am a role that is a good role that you do not want to kill right now.
There are
Hey,
children in this town. There are children in this town that have futures, that have families.
And I will help out the entire game by saying, do not kill me.
Right.
I'm gonna second that with Caroline. I think so, Gabe. I also talked to someone else who is claiming to be the role that you may think you are.
Whoa.
So that's what makes me a little
Mm.
bit nervous.
Anything else?
But
before I
they
run this
hard
vote?
claimed
Wait,
it?
that has so much explanation. I feel like required.
Anything
Wait,
else
like
before I
they
run
just
this
said
vote
they're
for
that role?
Caroline?
What?
There's only one token, so even if he's the drunk, there
Yeah.
wouldn't be 2 empaths.
I'm
Yeah.
running this for Caroline. It takes 4.
Oh.
Not enough.
Okay, can we get to the bottom of this roll confusion?
Yeah, who's the double claim?
Well, I just think that even if that is Gabe's role, I don't think that's enough of a reason to vote out Caroline because there is the potential that he's drunk.
But did
No, but
somebody else
Asia,
claim the
who-
role, or-
if
No one
someone-
else, no one hard claimed that role.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh,
That is different than what I thought.
Also, did you give him a 3 for 3 or just like hard claim his role?
Oh no, I gave him a 3 for 3. And mine did include the empath as one of the 3. I am not the empath.
And
Maybe.
Last call for nominations then.
I'm gonna
Is there
throw it
any-
out there, and maybe my maybe going after both my neighbors here isn't a great strategy. I'm not sure, but I think Owen kind of just silently also voted for Caroline to get executed in that moment there without throwing out a whole lot of reason. I think
Well,
Owen was very happy that some blame got thrown on Caroline.
well,
right there.
my reason is you're claiming you got an empath 1, and I know I'm good. So why would I not vote for the other?
That does
person?
make sense. Also,
there wasn't
like,
a whole
if-
lot of support for my claim though.
Well,
It was,
I'm
just,
not
it was just a
supposed to-
silent click.
I'm not supposed to talk, but
Okay.
I would. But yeah, no. I mean, fortunately for me, you can't nominate me. But I see why it looks sus. But from my perspective, it's you're telling me this information. I'm choosing to believe you. Caroline didn't claim recluse, which could be a reason she's pinging as evil when she's not. So either you're drunk, or she is evil, or you're lying.
Day
but
and
yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Should someone not?
2.
Whatever.
Oh wait,
1.
we should definitely have a kill tonight.
Well, y'all had a lot of time and you didn't nominate anybody else. So, good night.
What does "by escape now" mean?
Well, let me
Steve?
explain. Is this chat here? Or?
Oh, Chad is here. Go
Oh,
for it.
good. Okay, well, so
What is that?
Escape is the hot new novel by a former reality TV contestant that blows open the whole experience of reality television. And now at nighttime, when we're really not doing anything, it's very easy to visit stephenfishback.com and just click a buy link.
Wow, I'm sold.
Real one's already pre-ordered,
Oh, I already
but
did.
you
No,
could
I've been
become
putting it off for way
even.
too long.
You could become
I'm gonna
more
do it
real
now.
by pre-ordering
Right.
right
The
now.
more you buy, the better you feel inside.
And the more you buy, the more RHAP clock tower videos we get.
That's true.
And wait, there is an audiobook?
There will be an audiobook at some point, but not yet. If I get enough
Oh.
pre-orders.
Steven, if I never lie to you again, can I be a character in the audiobook?
Yeah.
Hello.
This is not going well already. I am going to protect Taryn.
Taryn, alrighty. Thank you.
Thanks.
No, he's just you didn't respond, so I thought you disappeared.
Who disappeared?
I thought Steven did, but he just did not acknowledge me.
He's launching the meme coin that goes with escape coin.
Oh, perfect. That's great. And you know what? If we all in this game of BOTC get it on the ground floor, then we could really do well
I agree.
with an escape meme coin.
Maybe Steven did leave because that joke was hilarious. I mean,
He's blocking you on every platform for making it,
Yeah, right.
actually. So, okay, do we think Terran's Undertaker or do we think he's bad?
Good morning, everybody. In his first game ever, Gabe died in the night on the first night.
Wow.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Just remember, I tried to warn each and every one of you.
Hello.
Oh man, everyone
So-
requested me at once. Hello.
Popular gal. So the three Caroline had claimed were Slayer, Empath, and Monk. And I've heard of another Slayer, and Gabe was obviously claiming Empath. So if she was really the Monk, why would she not protect the publicly claimed Empath, you know?
Yeah, that. No, she's.
I feel like
No.
she's 75% chance or higher she's evil.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that makes me. Yeah. So he was probably not drunk then.
I mean, yeah, there's obviously a chance I'm wrong, but I'm just choosing to go with the information I have. And I don't learn anything. So my character, I'm one of the bottom three townsfolk. So Slayer, Soldier, Mayor. So I'm not an information person this game.
Okay, that's fun. I am one of Carolyn's 3 claims.
Are you really?
Yes.
Are you the monk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fascinating. Okay.
I'm
I
not
won't say.
telling anybody else. So if
I won't-
I
yeah.
get like murdered tonight, I am gonna come
Feel free
back
to
from
blame
the
me.
dead and
I'm-
tell everyone that I only
I
told you.
might just shoot her today if we can't get her on the
Honestly,
block.
that might be a good shout because at least then it gives us a confirmation of demon or not demon,
Minion.
like
Yeah.
minion, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, so all three of her threes are spoken for. So maybe she's the minion then. She's probably the minion.
She
then.
could be the minion.
I might hold off on my shot then. But
I
yeah,
think
let's try.
Taryn is good, but he didn't tell me his role. But I guessed a specific role, and he had a weird reaction, which made me think it might have been his role. So I feel good about Taryn right now.
Okay.
I had a really bad interaction with Fishback to start the game where I didn't know what 3 to give him in a 3 for 3, so he immediately suspected me as a minion. So that
Oh no.
that could be coming around in a daytime, but it's because
Good to know.
I didn't know what roles to choose
Yeah,
to
it's hard.
protect
It's
myself.
It's hard to pick. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is good to know. We'll try to get Caroline today.
Yeah, I think that
That'll be the move. And I'll try to talk to
unfortunately makes
Steven. He's been
sense.
messaging me a little, and I'll
Okay.
vouch for you, but without saying your role.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I'll keep it on the
Okay.
DL. All right.
Thank you. Bye. Oh man.
4 of them all talking together.
Right? It's weird.
It is weird. That's too many people.
Will anyone let me in? Probably not.
Yeah. Well, now if Steven's tunneling in on you being a minion, and then me and you just talked for a while.
Yep, it could be bad.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. All I can do is be open that I'm actually just kind of dumb at this game. Oh, there we go.
Hello?
Yeah. So I found out that Caroline's 3 for 3 was Slayer, Empath, and Monk, and there is a claimed Empath, a claimed Slayer, and so she's probably the baddie. Because if she were the monk, wouldn't she protect Gabe, the empath, last night?
Right. Well, and also, that also implies she's not the imp, right? Because she'd have bluffs that work.
She's probably the minion. Anyways, could be good to take her out of the game.
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Hello, 7 players alive. Feel free to discuss.
Interesting. All right. So all cards on the table. I nominate myself to die, but I don't officially nominate. I'm just going to say I'm going to
Okay.
nominate because here's the thing. So I really did not want to be killed during this, but essentially because of the information that Gabe gave up, I really don't think evil is going to kill me. I am the Raven's Keeper. I am only valuable if even evil kills me at night. They're not going to kill me at night. Owen is bad. I trust Gabe's information. So the question is, like, I'm happy to die now if it can be guaranteed we could kill Owen next round. But however, we don't know if he's the poisoner or something else that'll give like more powerful. We leave him in. The other, oh, sorry, I got a chat request. But then the other thing,
I'm just bad at keyboards.
we kill Owen now, see if he's the imp or not, and then if he isn't, like, if I don't think a Slayer shot should be used yet. If we do have someone who's a Slayer, we can get more information later on. So I really do propose we kill Owen first. But if this seems like sus and minion panic, feel free to kill me.
So which one are you nominating, yourself or Owen?
I'll nominate Owen.
All
But
right.
again, if people don't like this, I just want good team to win. Feel free to not pass it and kill me. I'm fine with that.
That's your accusation, Caroline?
Yes.
Cool. Owen, your defense.
Yeah,
Gave you
so
one.
the 3 roles that Caroline originally had in her 3 to myself and Gabe were Slayer, Empath, and Monk, and I have heard all 3 of those, which makes sense if she's claiming Raven Keeper, trying to bait a kill. But I've heard all 3 of those roles be spoken for, and I know I am good. And I feel like this is like kind of the double play to look willing to kill. So I do think she's a minion rather than the demon, just given how her 3 is all spoken for. So I'll be nominating her back in return.
Okay. Anything else?
Am I allowed to say anything else or no?
Go for it.
The one other thing I will say is that the 3 that I got from Owen for his 3 were Slayer, Soldier, and Mayor, and those are also the 3 one of the 3 easiest to fake if you are on the evil side of things. Mine were a lot ballsier in terms of you can't really fake empath; it's trickier. I was wondering if I could maybe do like a switch with either Asia or Gabe potentially at the beginning of the game. I talked to Asia at the very beginning to kind of test it out, but again, all cards on the table. That is why I think Owen is sus.
All right. Anything else? I run this vote for Owen. Gabe, keep in mind you have 1 dead vote you can use for the rest of the game. So, yep. All right. I'm gonna run it.
We gotta kill somebody, guys.
Not enough.
I will nominate Caroline.
That's right,
Surprise. Tell me why.
Because Gabe is hard claiming an empath 1, and I know I'm good.
I wouldn't use your vote on this, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
vote
yeah.
on Gabe. But yeah, I feel like she's a leading minion candidate, and I know what my token says.
Caroline, your defense.
If we don't kill Owen, I'm the right kill. You should kill me.
Anything else?
Sounds good to me.
She did come up with like the one explanation that explains the false claims, but I think we have to do something.
I'm going to run this vote for Caroline. Well, damn.
Too many people. That is not.
It's the right move. It's good for
There.
the team.
I guess like at that point, like the other evil person would be piling on because you're not going to be the one person out of that vote. But even so, that's a lot of people.
Anything else before I end the day? Seems like I'm not going to beat 6 votes on someone. All right. Well, with that, Caroline has been executed and does die. Good night.
Oh, someone's getting a call.
Sorry. Mom.
That's the most like T-Mobile sounding ringtone I've heard in a while. Like
I think that's just
I
the
don't know.
default iPhone.
I don't know, but my mind like jumped in.
Hello.
I don't know what's going on. I'm so done. Am I allowed to say the same person again?
You absolutely can if you want to.
I really think Taryn's the Undertaker, so I'm gonna protect him again.
All right, Taryn it is. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Were any of y'all ring back tone people? I never shelled out for those.
I never had one, but it was always a joy to call someone who did.
What were those the recorded ones?
It was like you could have a song playing when someone was calling you instead of like the like.
Yeah.
They get to hear a song.
I had those, but like the really janky version where I would just like hold my phone up to a song and record it, and then
I love that.
That's awesome.
I love doing that. Yeah, in the voicemail.
The real question was, did anyone have the voicemail where it's like, hello? Got you. Leave a message.
I did.
No!
I definitely did.
Those made me so mad.
I called someone
Wow,
recently.
I totally forgot about that.
I called someone recently for work, and their cell phone had that voicemail. And I was like, this is like a grown adult with a full career, like a real person. And that's what they had going. I was like, I'll send an email. It's fine. It's not that urgent.
Like, why are you wasting people's time? You know?
That's so funny.
It really feels just so horrible to get got by that. Like, I've never felt dumber in my life.
And you knew it was the same friend, like, Ben always has it, and then you just, it's like, got me again.
Maybe those should make a comeback.
Yeah. Hold on, let me mute up real quick. Let me change my...
Just switch your voicemail real quick.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Owen died in the night.
Star Paths.
Okay.
That is an odd choice. It's a very odd choice.
Oh, you are muted. The audio has disappeared completely. Is this are you a baddie and this is your way of distracting?
No. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Your camera is
You just
frozen.
can't see me.
Yeah, your camera's frozen on
Love
a
that.
pretty funny face, so I am going to take a screenshot.
So I
really
am going to
quick.
proceed and
Just
Oh my
really quick.
God.
I won't post anymore, but I'll send it to you later so you can see
Okay.
it because it
Am
was
I
pretty
still
funny.
frozen?
No, now I can see you and
Okay,
you're
okay.
moving and everything's working fine. So
Wait, okay, so you didn't, so you believed Owen in that
Owen
situation?
claimed Slayer like pretty aggressively with me, and so it
Okay.
just kind of made sense. But I have a good role for the town, but Owen is the only one I told, so now I'm like don't want to tell anyone else in case, because when I like he can't kill me now because no one else will know, and then I can be useful to the town if I make the correct choices.
So here's my question. If like the world where Gabe is an empath and he is correct in his one, and Owen knows that he's good and he thinks it's Caroline, why not use his Slayer power if he is Slayer?
Because that would only work if she's the demon specifically. So if she's a minion, it wouldn't. And when we talked, he was like, oh yeah, it seems like maybe she's a minion. But now I'm kind of thinking, could we perhaps be in the world where Gabe was actually just drunk? And then
I've been saying that since the beginning. Caroline was suspicious of that, thinking that she had more evidence that Owen was bad because he was the only one that like easily voted for Gabe when Gabe didn't have enough on Caroline.
Yeah, I think that he may perhaps have been the drunk, and so then that means that there is no empath, which explains like there's no info in this game, so that makes sense to me.
So if he is the drunk, we only have one outsider. There's no Baron.
Yes. Well, I think regardless, we know that it can't be a Baron game just with the complete lack of outsider claims. So I think the two possibilities that are making sense now are that either Gabe was drunk the whole time and him, Owen, and Caroline were all good and were in a really bad spot, or Owen was the demon and Star passed last night because he can't kill me because he's the only one who knows my role, and I told him that he's the only one who knows my role, and if he kills me, I'm going to come back dead and call him out.
Okay. Does that also mean, because immediately after we were suspicious on Owen, we were potentially talking about nominating Owen and Fishback started talking, and they're talking now. So I'm like suspicious of Fishback.
Fishback thinks I'm a minion, so he could be bad.
And he was immediately suspicious of Caroline when she claimed. She's like, I'm going to hard claim Raven's Keeper.
Yes. But also, I feel like everything that Steven has said is, like, on brand for if he were good. Like, it's the kind of thing where it's like he's either a baddie who is playing us all expertly, or he's just good and we're dumb.
Or he's just being lied to by Owen.
Or he was lied to by Owen.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, we got to go.
Okay, that was pretty fast. Not too bad.
Hello, 5 of you alive. Feel free to discuss, talk, do what you want.
All right, I got big news for everybody. So I had a very suspicious conversation. My first conversation was with Kirsten. It was super sus. She was very, very cagey, but also didn't actually have like anything to tell me. So I was like, okay, put a pin in that. But that reason was that I had that conversation was not just for social reads. It is because I am the fortune teller. And on my first night, I got a yes on Kirsten and Asia. On my second night, I got a yes on Asia and Caroline. Sounds bad for Asia, right? But on my third night, I got a no on Gabe and Asia. So that means the yeses would be basically on Kirsten and Caroline. Caroline is dead. I did think Caroline was super sus with that whole thing. But I think just socially and mechanically, there's a lot of reason to kill Kirsten here.
I would co-sign that based on me being dead.
I wasn't worried about you, Owen. Okay, here's the thing. It doesn't matter anymore. It's dumb. The only person I actually shared my role with was Owen. I talked to Taryn the first night. I was like, man, I just had the worst combo with Steven. I am so stupid. I'm literally an idiot. And it's unfortunate. I did just talk to Asia the whole round, and she at no point tried to get my role or give her role, which I thought was weird. But based on the fortune teller info, then I don't think that's a demon move. I'm the monk, and I felt like I had a good read on Taryn's role being valuable for us, so I have been protecting Taryn every night, but he obviously was not the demon's target, so it's fine. I'm useless now. You can kill me if you want, but it would be a mistake.
Yeah, I'm nominating you. So that is my goal.
Yeah, it's fine. You can kill me,
You're
but it's a
nominating?
mistake.
All right. Tell us why, Steven.
All those things I just said.
Kirsten, your defense.
Yeah, so just what I said. I am the monk. I've been protecting Taryn because I was worried that he would get killed. He's probably bad and I'm dumb anyways. So it's fine. You can kill me if you want, but it's at least you probably want someone trying to protect y'all. I'm just bad at it.
Anything else before I run this vote for Kirsten?
It's got to be her or Asia at this point, and if the pings are on her, I think it just makes more sense.
Well, it's not me.
It ain't
Taryn, can
me.
you spare a little bit more why it has to be one of those two?
I'm sorry, I don't think it has to be. I think my reads came down to those two based on what other people are saying the pings are going to.
The pings
could be wrong.
only it's only Fishback, I think, is the evidence. Correct.
Right. Well, that's the pings. Yeah.
And but for Fishback's pings to be crazy, it could be that maybe like Gabe could have just been the empath the whole time. Owen was good, Caroline was good, and then Fishback could be drunk. Like we don't know 100% who the drunk is, so that could explain him having wonky
Also,
reads.
I feel like I was told about different pings, but I could have been misunderstanding that.
I'm gonna run this vote for Kirsten because we're straight with this. Takes 3. Right, great, just enough. Kirsten on the block.
So, is it just Fishback that had pings, or is there any other source of pings?
That's it.
I mean, there's always the world where I was the drunk, or I am the drunk, I guess.
Or poisoned.
Or poisoned, sure.
Yeah.
But I've got to sort of. I just thought socially and mechanically it lined up, so I went with that based on what I've got so far.
Right. Anything else before any other noms before I end the day?
Well, I'm gonna nominate Fishback back because I think that it's a mistake to kill me. I don't think that we'll get the votes anyway, but he I think is either drunk or a liar, and I maybe both.
And a liar, yeah.
And I am the monk, and y'all, I can protect anyone who y'all choose to say. I don't care. Like it doesn't. Like you're gonna kill me anyways, but I think that we should kill him instead of me.
I mean, it's reasonable to think that whichever one of us lives is going to get killed anyway. So, but I think it should be you who dies.
That's fucked up.
And other people can also give a pitch. I'm pretty sure Fishback is the imp. Like again, I know that I'm good. I'm pretty confident Owen was the imp. Star passed to his next minion. I'm pretty sure it's Fishback. They have been peeing quite a bit. There's no other information that we have that verifies that Kirsten was the issue here. Also, I just feel like very much so social reads from when I played with Steven. This is how he plays when he is evil. I feel pretty confident in this, and I would use my dead vote on it if we don't have enough votes.
Right. Steven, your defense?
Again, I'm the fortune teller. I don't think, I think that all of my information and again, socially leads to Kirsten. It sounds like other people have that feeling as well. So
you don't know me that well, Steven.
I mean, the other thing for Steven is he did just hard claim a pretty important role. So even if we don't get him during the day, the demon's gonna axe him at night. So
Couldn't he be bluffing as that role though?
If we get it wrong, do we have another go?
You bluff on that role if you're evil.
It's final 5, and there's only 2 evil players here. So yes.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's the imp, because I think he's smart enough to come up with those combinations.
All right. Anything else before I run this vote for Fishback?
I'll use my dead vote if I need to. Anyone else who's alive, I'll do it.
Running it.
Caroline, I got it. You don't need to.
If you keep yours.
Yeah.
4 votes is enough. Fishback's on the block.
My worry here is if my read on Carolyn is wrong. Because that did seem like minion panic, but
I thought so. I mean, like, I thought the thing with Caroline, who's the most suspicious person here, like lifting it, but then like Asia also being like so sure that like it couldn't be Kirsten, I thought was weird. But
and I don't get why they killed me when I was like the leading evil candidate, and now you have to build the Star Pass world. Like, that just doesn't make sense. And also, Steven and I talked for like 20 seconds yesterday. But anyway.
Yeah, Caroline using her dead vote on this is super sus, I have to say.
Any other nominations for end today?
I think we should probably kill Asia here, to be honest with you. I can't nom. Like, the fact that Asia voted with Kirsten, the fact that Asia
I'll
did not
go
vote
ahead
for
and
Kirsten.
I can hard claim my role. I'm the mayor. They've probably tried to kill me at this point. That's why I'm still alive. And that's all I got.
All right. I mean, my mechanical info doesn't know on Asia, but I still think Asia's a better kill than I am here. I mean, I think
I agree. I'll nominate Asia.
Hey,
I think that was super suspicious to jump on kind of like Fishback with pretty little evidence. I also think that
we've been looking at him for a couple of days.
Like literally, Asia and I and Gabe and I for several rounds have been saying it's Owen and Fishback. Let's get some more information. And the fact that he's throwing them out of nowhere.
Owen and Fishback have also consistently agreed on everything that either one of them have said. I'm not
well, so throwing what out? What am I throwing out of nowhere, Caroline?
I think that the issue is that we have no other way to verify your fortune teller information. Yeah. There is other information in this game that verifies that I was the Raven Keeper from other roles.
Wait, what?
What info?
What info? Yeah.
There is Undertaker info that confirms that I am the Raven Keeper. Of course, we're not going to
we have an Undertaker?
About an Undertaker. No, it would be idiotic for the Undertaker to confirm who it is.
Just as dumb as it would be for a fortune teller to tell who they are. They're both equally as important roles. Like, either one is a hard claim, and you're probably going to get axed the next night. But at this point, we're getting pretty down to the wire. We don't want to make a bad decision. I think if you're an Undertaker, now is a good time to come out.
Asia, this is your defense.
Yeah, so I held off on telling my mayor role until now because it's not useful into the end. And I wanted to see if I stayed alive, which made me a little bit more, I could be more bold in my accusations. And I'm still alive, which means they probably did try to kill me. So that's proof to you guys that I am the mayor, that I've been kept alive.
I mean, you also haven't hard claimed anything that would give them a reason to like really target you if you haven't told anyone you're the mayor.
I have, though.
But you just said you haven't told any.
To everyone. No, I didn't say I didn't tell anyone. I said let me clarify. I haven't publicly said that I was the mayor, but I told a couple of people that I was the mayor at the beginning.
Right. My two worlds were either that Carolyn is good and Asia is also good, or that information might have been bad and that Carolyn is bad, and in that world I think Asia is bad.
I will point out Asia was the only one to vote with Caroline against me, and then threw her hand up very late on the vote for Caroline.
Yes, that was my concern.
Also, if you take Fishback's like fortune teller info, like that area is pretty sus. So even if Asia started out as like the minion and then Caroline died and she's Scarlet Woman, like that could be like a tight block there.
There's also still an unaccounted for drunk.
And guys, anything else before I run this vote for Asia?
I think it makes more sense to do this.
If you have a dead vote,
I think it's very interesting if Owen chooses to vote for this.
It takes 4 to tie.
Use his dead vote or Fishback. I think is very interesting.
I think it's worth keeping Fishback off. I think it's worth keeping Fishback off if you have a dead vote.
If it's not we're not going to need your vote.
But it's not me. But I don't think it's
not going to do it.
I don't think it's Asia, but it's not me.
It's a tie. No one's on the block. Anything else before I end the day?
Wow. I never use my dead vote that early, but I'm confident that I'm good. So if I believe Gabe, then I believe Caroline's bad. So.
Wow.
And why does that make me bad?
No, you're verified good. This confirms it's Owen and Fishback.
Right. Anything else before I end the day? 5, 4,
Send us to sleep, bro.
2.
Who are they going to kill next?
Well, no one's executed. No one dies. Good night.
Oh my god.
I'm so confused right now. Well, I mean, Taryn seems unsure. And so if Taryn's unsure, then he can't be the Undertaker because Caroline was executed during the day. I feel bad about Fishback. I feel bad about Fishback and also kind of bad about Mo. Why is no one talking about Mo? But everyone's talking to Mo. Who do I save? Do I just save Taryn again? I'm gonna die. Or no, they want to keep me because they're framing me. Who do I save?
Hello.
This is bad. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep saving Taryn. It's fine.
All right, sounds good.
I'll
Thank you.
probably be dead in the morning. Bye. This is bad. This is really, really bad, y'all. When I did say, oh, you're Undertaker, he had a weird reaction. And so that could be that he's bad, or it could be that he is the Undertaker. Me too, Schwa. Me too. Damn, some big envelopes.
Good morning, everybody. No one died in the night.
Oh boy. That was the plan. May I, or do you want to, Mo, or it was your plan?
You can go ahead. I have info too.
What?
Ooh.
I was the soldier, and that was just a bait to kill. So mission accomplished.
It could also be that my monk save on Terran finally worked.
That's a lot of ifs.
Well,
It also could be that I stayed alive.
And
No,
also
but wouldn't
it
someone
would
else
bounce
die if they tried
if
to
you were
kill
me.
Asia?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be-
Well,
couldn't
if it
be
bounced,
Asia.
it could have bounced to
Could have bounced
even
on
as the
technical
soldier.
person, theoretically.
Oh.
That's actually hypothetically true. That's not.
Okay.
Mid
Also,
sentence.
you
Mid
do.
sentence.
you are the imp. You can choose to kill a dead body.
What? You're the Undertaker, right?
Yes.
I'm the monk. I've been
You'll-
protecting you every night because you had that weird reaction when I said, "Okay, you're the Undertaker." Then.
So okay, because I'm of two minds. Because on one hand, I saw Carolyn as Ravenkeeper.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, then that means Owen's bad. Then I wake up, Owen's dead. She's like, oh, Owen star passed. And then I was like, well, the fact that I'm not dying, what if I'm just the drunk and they're keeping me alive because I'm going to give bad information? And that's why she was happy to die, because she knew I would falsely confirm her.
But how would
if
they
you've been
know that you
protecting
were
me-
drunk in that situation?
I mean, theoretically, there could be a spy or something.
Oh. I always forget about the spy. I've protected you every night because I was like, oh no, that was a strange reaction from Darren. I think he's Undertaker.
Right. This is the first time that nobody's died, though, so they haven't theoretically tried to kill me yet, which is still concerning to me.
Yes. Okay,
Asia's
so
trying to
wait.
talk to me.
If it's a situation, oh, she's trying. Should we let her in?
Sure.
So if it's a situation where you were drunk, who does that mean has to be bad?
Okay, so Asia, my concern is that if I'm drunk and Carolyn is bad, that you are her partner.
No, I am not her
Convinced me
partner.
otherwise.
If anything, maybe I was in the wrong for trusting Caroline if she is bad, because she's the only person I told I was mayor, like day one. And then I was like, I'm not going to tell anyone else. We're just going to see what happens. And if I stay alive, then we know that Dwight's
But if you're
keeping
not
me
her
alive.
partner, who is? Because you're like the person who's worked with her the most.
The only person
Right?
I don't know anything about is Mo, but I don't know if that means
I don't know
that Mo
anything
is
about
sus
Mo
or not
either.
sus.
She was acting weird. She told me she had like a useful information role early on, but she hasn't seemingly done anything with it.
Given any information.
Or shared
yeah.
any info.
And she
I
hopped on me so quick without, like, I don't know. That's why I was so suspicious of Fishback. But if he's soldier, he's soldier.
I mean,
But
or
so does it make-
he's not
Go ahead.
soldier. They made this plan and then
I don't think Fishback and Carolyn can both be
Right,
bad, given that she used
exactly.
her dead vote to try to get him out. But using the dead vote was suspicious to me so early on.
I think that I also
it be
get
a
it
double
because if
play,
I
like-
just really think that someone's the demon, I'll use my dead vote even if it's early.
Unless they're trying to throw us off to think that there's no way they both are evil, and they are both evil.
That'd be a risky play.
I know.
All right.
Hello, Five Alive. Discuss.
Right as people started leaving into groups, Mo mentioned that like a demon can kill a dead body, and I would love an explanation of that game mechanic because I had not heard that before.
Is
You
it
can-
for storyteller or?
A storyteller, if no one in the group wants to explain it to me.
Basically, it's just basically a way of not killing someone. If you kill someone that's
Owen
already
did
dead.
that as the monk, as the fake monk, as the demon who's pretending to be the monk in one of our games. He basically it built credibility for him.
Given that theoretically we had 2 people safe, that seems like the more likely explanation, but that it landed on one of those 2 people. But
Um,
And
Yeah.
and that they were the 2 purported ongoing information roles.
And I'll be honest, there's enough suspicion on Fishback where if like I feel like the evil team would not actually want to kill him because I think that ordinarily he'd be pretty high risk to get executed. So I don't think it's a slam dunk that even if he was just claiming fortune teller, an evil team would kill him. If anything, I'd keep him in.
You are pushing so hard on me, Caroline. I think
Oh, I
think
am.
you're-
I'm ready to be vindicated. I'm so ready.
I mean, she has reason to after all that fortune teller stuff, but now you're the soldier.
Well,
yeah.
Uh-huh. Where did the fortune teller stuff come from?
I didn't just make it up.
Well, I'm assuming the theory is that people role swapped.
yeah, that's
And
maybe
that
Mo
seems
is
like it's
the-
probably
And
the
that
case.
that
then.
perhaps Mo is the
I don't know
fortune
anything
teller.
about Mo.
Same.
Yeah. Here's one thing you can know about me. I'd like to nominate Asia. So,
No, nominates Asians. That's fine.
yeah, I guess at this point we're pretty far down the line. This was kind of the plan with Fishback, is that he had been hard claiming soldier, no one, to me at least. So we wanted to see and test it by trying to bait the demon into killing him. He had previously been pretty, not like off the radar because he is who he is, but coming out with that amount of information so suddenly in such a strong role is an immediate like on his back. So that's like eradicating him. And then last night, I heard from the actual fortune teller that they tested Taryn and Asia, and while originally Asia and Gabe got a no, Taryn and Asia got a yes, which indicates a likely in this scenario an imp jump or a scarlet woman jump or a drunk fortune teller. But at this point, I think that there's enough suspicion. And yes, there's a world of poisoning, and there's a world of monk, and there's a this and that, or sink a vote, or whatever you want. But I think that enough of it cleanly lines up on Asia between the storytelling, the like vindication. It has to be Fishback. The alignment that I am willing to vote out Asia at this point.
Asia, your defense.
So I'm the mayor, and I think it I mean, it makes sense that Fishback and Mo have been swapping information. I think there's more suspicion for me on Mo with the switch up from Fishback. So either Mo is the fortune teller or Owen's the fortune teller. I feel like Kirsten and Taryn, if you are good, we can advance ourselves if you do not vote for me, because I hard claimed to Caroline at the very beginning, if she is bad, then if the world that you've created that she is bad, just know that I hard claimed to her. I don't know one way or the other if she's bad or not, but I just know that I am the mayor, and that's been consistent even with my 3 for 3 with who I shared it with.
Right.
Mo, quick question. Did Fishback come to you right at the beginning of the game, like kind of wanting to make a relationship with you?
Not at all.
Okay.
The person I've been strong with since the beginning of the game is Gabe. I will say Asia is the right move right now, and I think I've talked to enough
It's
people
the
to
right
validate.
move for
We
evil.
still have 2 goes, right? We don't lose if we get this wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And
do we
is-
have enough alive votes? Because there's there's 2 evil people potentially. Well, one person who's alive.
And it's okay. So if this is wrong, if she is just the mayor, as she says,
You
what
will,
is the?
You will have an execution. Yes.
No, but like, what would the consequence be for us as good if that's wrong? And
We would go down to a
did it.
final 3 theoretically.
And then it would come
We'd still
down.
have another chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Mayor's really like it's a good role to bluff and claim, because it's like a, hey, keep me alive to the end, which is when evil is super powerful if they're going into a final 3 with a 2v1. So
I'm
it's
gonna run
super
this.
easy.
Taryn,
like,
should
I'm
I
running this
vote or
vote for
no?
Asia. It's a lot of
I
time so
think
far.
we vote
No,
on this
we-
one, and then if it's wrong, we go in.
I'm running this
I think
vote.
we know where
Okay,
we're going next
and
time.
I
Kirsten,
am the mayor.
I wouldn't, because I don't think that the other
Absolutely,
person would have enough votes.
The
Personally,
person you've
You're
been
just
protecting.
it was
believing
so
Mo
favorite
and
go down.
Fishback.
I was gonna
The
get
person
4.
you've been
Oh damn!
protecting.
All
So
right,
it's gonna
well,
be
enough.
Asia's out now.
Asia on the block. Any other nominations, discussions today?
We don't have enough votes, I'm pretty sure, to get out Fishback. But what I will say, Mo, is I do think that the information you're giving is the information that you thoroughly believe. I do think that you are the drunk. I think there's enough information to confirm that Gabe was not drunk and he got true empath information of 1. There is 1 drunk out there that we have not determined yet. Does not make sense for the Raven Keeper to be drunk. Everyone else's roles have been kind of being verified, and it makes sense for the drunk to be what they think is a valuable role. I wonder if the other minion was a spy and knew you were drunk, but the fact that they didn't come after you right from the beginning doesn't support that.
Question, Dwight: would the spy know who the drunk is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you, Caroline? The total drunk Raven Keeper is completely reasonable. Did the Undertaker?
Drunk Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or like-
Any other nominations today before I end the day? 5. With that, Asia has been executed and does die. You guys have wiped out season 47. Good night. Hello.
I don't like this game right now.
It looks like you're having fun, and that's great.
I'm just trying to determine what world we're living in, but I think that regardless of that, Terrence's either the Undertaker or he's drunk. So I guess I'll just keep protecting him because I think that is the most useful. I don't know. I assume I'll be dead soon, so it's
You
fine.
said Taryn?
Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your final 3 that does not include Kirsten. Final 3 is Fishback, Taryn, and Mo.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So-
Don't accept that. Don't accept that. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, but what info did people get last night?
I saw Asia as Scarlet Woman.
So, that's interesting.
So in this world, then maybe Gabe was drunk, and
Well-
Caroline and I were both good.
Wait, Taryn is either
Whoa!
lying. No, if Asia was the Scarlet Woman, then you're accusing Mo, or
So I got info. I think I might be the drunk. But last night I tested Gabe and Taryn. And keep in mind, I tested Asia and Gabe and got a no. And then I tested Gabe and Taryn and I got a yes.
So that was the first time you've tested Taryn, though.
I tested Taryn and Asia and I got a yes.
So it's Taryn because there's
No,
you
well,
can't
if
be drunk
she's-
and he can't be drunk. I am the mayor.
Well, that would imply that my info is good if her info is bad.
Or you're
Yeah.
lying.
No,
Yeah,
but
you're
if
lying.
if Taryn, I don't think Taryn would have killed me at this point because he knows that I fully believe him to be a good role and have protected him every night and would have voted with him today as an alive person. So I don't think I think it is Fishback.
Taryn, can you give us your information like that you've had every night?
So I saw Carolyn as Ravenkeeper, and I've now seen Asia as Scarlet Woman.
I don't think that's a lot of info to have.
We haven't been executing people.
I was actually very annoyed about it because in the first night I was thinking I was going to get information, but I only get information executions.
So what's your world? What's the world that information leads you to believe, Taryn?
I mean, either my info is good and Mo's is bad and she's lying, or my info is bad and Mo's information is good, but that doesn't make sense to me.
Well, one of you is lying. One of you
Yeah,
is
one of
definitely
you-
lying.
I buy. What if Caroline is actually the Ravens keeper, but it's also like she was very public about it, so that's an
Yeah.
easy bluff. Like
Yeah.
you can easily say that. And then what if Asia actually was the Scarlet Woman, but now that we're in Endgame, it was a kick your minion under the bus situation, especially going down to 3. Asia's kind of useless now, other than being an evil vote because she
But
doesn't.
why would I
have
call
the-
her out as Scarlet Woman?
And Mo, you were the one who nominated Asia.
Yeah, because they got that yes between Taryn and Asia.
So it's Taryn
then-
then.
And then Taryn voted with me because he was throwing Asia under the bus and saying she's Scarlet Woman is giving credentials to him, saying I'm not evil.
No, but think of the reverse where I am the mayor. And that means Taryn is bad.
Yeah.
And he's lying. It's not even that he's drunk. He's just lying.
I mean, it's possible I'm drunk.
But that's why he would claim you were the Scarlet Woman, is because he was lying.
Mo, can you go over your fortune teller information again?
Yeah. I also might be drunk. But let's make sure I remember this. Kirsten and Asia, I got a yes. I think Kirsten was my red herring. So Kirsten and Asia, I got a yes. Asia and Caroline, I got a yes. Then Asia and Gabe, I got a no. So that put my suspicion on you, Caroline, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
And then I did Asia and Taryn, and I got a yes. And then I did Taryn and Gabe, and I got a yes.
I mean, there's
Oh,
also a
that's
world where
Taryn.
you're the
That's-
poisoner, right?
That's Taryn, based on your info.
Yeah.
Based on my info, if
Unless
we're
she's
taking
drunk.
it as not drunk and not poisoned, that was the info that I got. And
Or
then
you
the
were poisoned on night 3. Well, no, that doesn't work.
Yes. Yeah, like the chance of me being poisoned is pretty strong. I think out of the 3 of us, I would say Taryn is by far the most likely to me. I mean, Fishback, like, no, but your only thing is you didn't die, but you didn't die at the right time, which, you know, you could do yourself as a demon, but
Right.
also like.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are we 3 minutes? Do we have?
So who do you guys? I mean, it seems like okay. So Spy World, not out on that, right? Okay. We have no first night
Is it
information.
possible
roll?
Carolyn was the spy and I saw her? That's how I read her wrong.
Raven
Gabe wouldn't have gotten an empath
Yeah.
one, most likely.
could have.
Could have, but
Yeah,
So-
not
that
too
would be a
early.
weird choice.
Does
Yeah.
this all hinge on who's drunk? And if we could just
Yes.
sort who's
Yeah.
drunk, we would know. Oh, great.
It could be Gabe. I think
It
it's
could
Gabe.
be. I think it's actually likely at this point.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
also I'm good to rule out a spy game because Fishbach, why would they kill?
Right. Why
If
would
this-
it? That makes sense. Yeah.
What?
Unless it was. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense to me.
But I guess I don't I guess I don't know how your info tracks with mine at this point, Mo.
You
Unless
don't
we're
have
both
info. If you're the demon, you wouldn't have you're just the demon, or you could have been a Scarlet Woman. Also, like Carol, you're really like only ground shaking claim is that Asia was Scarlet Woman instead of Mare, which are both like iffy claims, and then Caroline's it's an easy bluff because she was screaming it to high heavens.
I mean, I guess I just don't know where in that world I'm claiming Asia as Scarlet Woman, because that ruins my credibility, I guess, if I'm lying.
Any nominations? We have 1 minute until I end the game.
Nomination, I'm nominating Taryn.
All right, Mo nominate Taryn. Tell us why.
Wait, do we normally execute when there's 3 players?
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have
This is our last chance.
if you have a dead vote, use it this round. It's going to be Fishback, Taryn, or me. I think as everything laid out, obviously Poison, obviously Drunk, but Taryn is by far the person with the least info, the least backtracking, the least traces to actually prove. Also, if Kirsten was protecting him or not, like it would make sense the imp is still alive or a Scarlet Woman. I think that out of the 3 of us, he is by far the most likely to be the demon based on my information. Fishbox, not kill, Gabe being the drunk, and also his credibility being so low.
Taryn, your defense.
I mean, I think at this point, from my perspective at least, it's more likely Mo. And I'm probably drunk. And it's probably Mo and Carolyn or something. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
Great. Anything else pertinent for this?
I'd say if you believe that, then you're also believing that Gabe is not the drunk, which seems pretty likely that Gabe is the drunk based on.
Well, I think I'm probably the drunk, which is why I got my 2 reads wrong.
You can't. You can't both. Right. But you can't.
Yeah.
You can't explain why Caroline. You saw Caroline as the Raven Keeper, and Gabe got a 1. I guess your world is Caroline is evil, and you're the drunk, and Gabe was getting sober info. But whatever. I mean.
No,
Like,
because if his world is I'm evil and Asia's evil, the game should be over.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying is
yeah.
that I read you wrong as evil and Asia wrong as good.
If you have a dead vote, this is the time to use it.
All right, anything else before I run this vote for Taryn?
He's wrong.
I don't think it's Taryn.
It takes 2
She's right.
votes to
I-
put
I
It
Taryn.
can't-
has to
Definitely
be
think it's
Taryn
Taryn.
if he's claiming I
Has
am
to.
Scarlet Woman.
He could
Has
just
to be Taryn.
Be
This
drunk,
is the
be
time to
drunk,
use a dead
be
vote.
drunk. I just don't know if I'd vote on this. I don't know if I
think
would.
you're right.
Use absolutely it.
All right. I won't vote on it.
2 votes puts Taryn on the block.
No further no nomination for me.
He's smiling.
Yeah, I think I'm good, actually.
All right. Well, with that, Taryn has executed and does die, and the game is over. Congratulations go to the evil team.
Of
Oh,
course.
good job. Good job.
course.
Good game.
That was
Great.
so good.
That was so
So,
good.
I'm
let's-
canceling my pre-order. I told you I would.
Yes.
Owen, you saved me. Owen,
Oh
I
my
owe
God.
you. I'll send you. Yeah, Owen, you truly you saved me. We were done.
Let me go through this.
Oh, yeah.
So we have
Ah.
Mo, your fortune teller, and you mentioned at some point, I remember seeing in your whispers being like, "There's not enough poison." Mo, there was poison flowing through your veins the entire game. You were poisoned every single night of this game by Terran the Poisoner.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So everything I gave you was basically me crafting the narrative for you that Kirsten or Caroline has to be the demon. Oh, now it's Taryn. Sorry about that, but you got poisoned and I have to reward that. Kirsten was your monk. Caroline was your Raven Keeper. Owen was your Slayer, meaning yes, Gabe, I did make you a game. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was funny to see you push against your friend Caroline or Owen. That was just funny to me.
That's cruel.
Asia is your mayor, who would have been Mo's red herring if Mo was ever sober, but yeah, the poison happened. So funny enough, you got info you would have gotten anyways the first 2 nights, Mo, when you picked Asia twice. But then from there, I gave you the no just to flub it a bit. And then Fishback was your imp.
Caroline,
So
you read
if
it.
Owen
You
hadn't
nailed
used
it.
his dead vote, we would have won like 3
Yes,
days
it's
ago.
all
Is
my-
good.
it's all my fault.
Awesome.
All my
Right.
There's so many things. Okay,
That
it's
was
not just
truly
that
a
one
moment where I was
thing.
like, wow, it's just over, just like that.
It's
Wow.
all the combinations because it was like everyone was saying, "Oh, it's me and Steven," and I
Yep.
know I'm good. So then they're like,
Mhm.
Exactly.
and
It
then
was like,
Mo was so convincingly good to me, and then them two were aligned. So I was like, okay, so
yeah, it's
That
like
was
I get that because like especially when
Sorry.
you're being paired with the other person, it's like, oh well, that's wrong, so I'm supporting this person. Like I
Yeah.
get that 100%.
Yeah.
That happened
Also,
to me in the game a couple days
I
ago
call I call hogwash
Oh
on
my
that
God.
Steven's camera is not isn't
too.
working.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
He
do-
intentionally pulled his Ethernet cable out to
Yeah.
build the case.
I'm pretty
Caroline,
sure when I've been
amazing.
monked in the past, I have been like protected a bad person the whole game every single time. So I just would like to not have this role ever again.
Yeah, Taryn, you're protected every single night in this game by Kirsten while she was alive. So that was fun.
Wow.
Well, thank you.
Wait,
No,
Could
take
you
that
walk
smirk off
through-
your face, Taryn Armstrong.
could you walk through your logic of why you killed Owen?
Yeah, I just knew he was the Slayer, and I knew that Taryn was poisoning Mo, and I worried that I thought there was enough heat on you that no one was going to suspect Owen, and that like the downside of a stray Slayer shot outweighed the upside of keeping a potential suspicious player in the game.
Got it. That was
Yeah,
so
I think
well
it was a risky pay that paid off, I think, long term more than it did short term because it did nearly get us.
Yeah,
ousted, but I
nearly
think-
got us killed. Yeah.
Did y'all ever
It did
try
pay
to
off
kill
long term.
me?
No, I knew you were the mayor. In Asia, your first three to me were two demon bluffs and mayor, so I knew you were.
But yeah, bluffs were what soldier, undertaker, chef.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Also, yeah, Caroline. Remember the very first game I played with Caroline? I've said it on stream before. It was like I was the imp, and Caroline day one said, "Yeah, Dwight's the demon. I will be voting on him until he's dead." And day two, I died. And
Very
this is what I got. I was like, okay, Caroline knows Fishback and will not relent until he's dead.
What am I
It
doing?
never happened.
Help
Never
me get
happened.
better. I need coaching. Yeah. Just
Mo,
what was it?
basically, I poisoned Mo because she was next to me, and then I talked to her in the first round, and she said she had a good roll, but she didn't have information yet. So I was like, okay, that's good to know.
Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then every other role I learned was like monk, mayor. I knew pretty quickly Gabe was drunk, so I was like, "There's nobody else to poison. I'm just gonna keep poisoning."
No
I
first
mean, it
info
was a
roll,
good
right?
bit.
That's tricky. I guess
No.
the chef we could have run with. We could have really
Yeah.
run with it, actually.
Yeah, no start knowing info. It's like, okay, I'll put in like powerful rolls in there, like a lot of power rolls. So, just see how it goes and ended up being fun. So, I think I need to end stream because I have somewhere to be in a little bit.
Yeah.
But thank
Sounds
you
good.
guys. Appreciate it. Hope you
Cool.
guys
Thank you.
enjoyed it. Gabe, hope you had fun.
That was so
Oh, I
fun.
can't wait till next time. I
Gabe,
cannot
sorry I
wait.
killed you the first night. I
Lovely.
almost didn't just
Game.
because
It's
then you
all
were
right.
obvious empath. It would have been weird to leave you alive, and plus it put heat on Caroline. I know. Sorry about
I
that.
needed to be put out of my alcoholic misery. It was okay.
Mm,
All right. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate it. Have a good
Dwight.
one.
bye.
Until next
Bye.
time.
I know.
Well, it should be studied actually that who I protect when I'm the monk. It should literally be studied because I think I've done that every single time, and I think it was Taryn last time too. Yeah, I gotta really. I need to start watching like some YouTube vids and like figuring out how this game works better because I feel like I come and make a clown of myself every single time. But that was fun. Let's see who we can raid. And then we will get out of here. Oh, it looks like, okay, Pyro Jennifer is streaming. So let's go and raid her. Come play during the week. Invitation is always open. Andrew, I'm not qualified. I'm literally not qualified. You guys are too good. It's deeply disturbing. And also, again, for the record, if people call me Kirsten, if people call me Kirsten, both of those are fine with me. I think Kirsten is actually probably how it's technically supposed to be pronounced, and my parents were wrong. But it's Kristen. If someone call me Kristen, then we've got a problem. That's the situation. But thank you everyone for joining. I'll be back tomorrow for Goose Goose Duck at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time, and I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching. Bye.